Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronosplays Apollo Justice. Today, I believe we need to talk to Gavin here, the case. That reminds me, did you see the papers today? Yeah, I always read the TV section. Oh, good girl. How about you here, forehead? I read the funnies. Then you will not have seen this. Concert of Tragedy, okay. The Prosecutor's Deadly Song. Oh, is this a new show? I haven't heard about that one. It's not a show. It's an article. News, you know. Oh, does this have anything to do with the case? Oh, since getting back from a trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? Do you think you could sing to me over the phone? It's endless. Also, that one was kind of dark. Thanks to this case you made today, of course. Oh, that was all Apollo's idea. Hey. Huh. Is that a newspaper over there too? Oh yeah, the Bulgarian Daily Bugle. Go ahead and take a look. Thanks, but I can't read anything. Oh, that's right. Suffice it to say, this is big news over there as well. Though they didn't go so far to mention the lyrics to my song. It's probably no one in Borginian could believe it. And it's probably seen as just theory at this point. Their journalists didn't even need to mention it. That makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it myself. Will we get this newspaper but not the other one? Lemire's testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine. Which is why I had Darian step down from the investigation for now. Yeah, we ran into him moping in front of the Coliseum. Lemire was my invited guest, so it is a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case quickly, if possible. So we didn't get the other newspaper? Interesting. Why? I really love that song. It's such a great atmosphere to it. You co-wrote it with Lemire, if I remember correctly. Oh, that's right. It was last year. I had gone on tour in Borghini's legal system, as a matter of fact. And that's when you heard Lemire's voice? Yeah, it was a small jazz club. I wept that night. Mostly because I got robbed, but I knew I had to meet her too, to talk to her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting. Prosecutors really have a lot of clout. I think he's sort of a special case, Drucy. Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and we wrote a song right there, backstage. Machi on piano, the dulcet voice, and myself as a guitar that I borrowed, myself on a guitar that I borrowed from Lemire. Music history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have, like Apollo, say. That's a memory I hold dear, and that song we wrote that night was this. And that very guitar is right over there. You mean the charred lump? Don't call it a lump. That's a piece of history. And it's only brown. It's not really charred. It is actually what? That thing it's destroyed. Could it be fixed? Probably. You would need to replace a lot of it. It would be a different guitar at that point, I would imagine, actually. Yeah, no, that would actually just be a different guitar at that point. No matter, I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have. What happened during the song, anyways? Why does the guitar suddenly catch on fire? Probably because of that igniter we have in our inventory. Do you think you could show it? Do you think you could show it to us? Your slightly burnt guitar? I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it? Lemire's guitar. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. The guitar befitting a woman like Lemire. How did it end up here? She gave it to me. I'll mention how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it. Oh, so this guitar is from Virginia? Oh, that it is. You could probably carry it on. We couldn't carry it on a plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. So we vacuum packaged it in the Lemire's studio. I use a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. Because that's not a gross negligence of power. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched. I see, prosecutors do have a lot of clout. I still think he's a special case. That's a valuable guitar. Too bad it got burnt. You could probably sell it for a lot now. What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar? That's right! What was that all about? Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front. It depends on the type. But yes, that type of guitar has a round hole in the front. It's called the sound hole. Where's my phone? Is that fucking true? Like, okay. Acoustic guitar whole name. Sound hole. That's actually one word. Sound like, yeah, it's not sound space hole. At least when I'm Googling it, it is just sound hole, one word. The hole at the top of the acoustic guitar is called the sound hole. The hollow body of the acoustic allows the bass frequencies produced from the strings to resonate and amplify and then project through the sound hole, while the top acts to enhance the mid and high frequencies. That is such an accurate but extremely stupid name. What are we gonna call this hole in the guitar? Sound hole! Oh. And anything more like impressive or cool? No, sound hole. It's a sound hole. Your sound comes out of the hole. Sound hole. Like, all right. Also, kind of sounds a little lewd. Not gonna lie. It's called a sound hole. So that's what it's called. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. A broken device? Yeah. This, in fact. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now, however, and he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything. Huh. Ah, that device looks strangely familiar. What? It looks legitimately the same, except burnt. There's lightly scorched, and then there's this. It's burned clean through. Yeah, it's pretty much a useless piece of junk. It's kind of like you after that trial, Apollo. Which part, the burned clean through or the useless piece of junk? Apollo, how bad is our fucking reputation, man? Like, you've only had 2 cases. And we won. Right? Strange lump. This was found in Mr. LaTroice's bag. It apparently is a replica of something. A replica? What, like a fucking dinosaur egg? It's a small lump about 1.5 inches long. Oh, okay. That is extremely tiny. We analyzed it, but there's not much to say other than a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was to be used in the identification of whatever it is a replica of. You mean whatever Mr. LaTroice was after? That seems to be the most logical explanation. Well, what is it? Don't ask me. Well, if you don't want to tell us, you could just say though. I put in a request to Interpol via my contacts at Borginia, but apparently there's a block of information somewhere along the chain. Oh. There's something either Interpol or Borginia doesn't want to share. Something about this little piece of plastic. Mr. LaTroice went through all this trouble to become a Lemira's manager, just to come to this country to find out more about this lump, and he died for it. Replica. Something held by Mr. LaTroice apparently focuses on... Okay, it looks like a jelly bean, I guess. I guess it technically would be the size of a jelly bean, too. I'll send someone to the Coliseum to fetch Lemira. Perhaps she knows something about it, being a Borganian. Okay, let me look at that real fast. Yeah, it can't... Sample! Sample, huh? I think they put a big enough label on it. Maybe they keep... If it's only like 1 inch long, right? 1.5 inches long? Maybe they keep people from eating it by mistake? Yeah, they might think it was an otherwise tasty, multicolored lump of plastic. Maybe it's the manufacturer? Sample Toys, when you can't afford the real thing! Sounds like a company Mr. Wright would like. Sample Toys? I get maybe early prototype toys. Yeah, it kind of looks like an egg, but if it's only like 1.5 inches like long, it's either a replica of a very tiny fucking egg, What would lay eggs that small? Insects, frogs. An inch and a half? What? An inch? Was it an inch and a half? Are you gonna go back far enough? Did I already pass it? An inch and a half, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure small lizards would probably do that. Bird eggs? No, well, long? Maybe. Smallest bird egg. But, you know, the diameter of it wouldn't be. Smallest bird egg is the hummingbird, weighing 1/5 of an ounce. That is tiny. Oh, here we go. It doesn't give me the name. Smallest bird egg is 7 millimeters, 2.75 inches in length. And the diameter is actually 0.2 inches, 5.25 millimeters. Weighing in at 0.027 grams, 0.0009 ounces. That is, it's a Guinness Book World Record, but the bee hummingbird does the smallest eggs, size of a coffee bean. Interesting. They're about only an inch in diameter. Huh. So I guess it could be a bird egg. I would think insect or frog, but probably most likely insect, because yeah, frog eggs don't exactly look like this. Or could you jelly bean? Present. We probably need to present either this or this. Well, let's do this first. My apologies, but there's no way I'm going to talk details about the case with you. If you want to get my attention, bring me something dramatic. Alright, so you're not going to say anything? Even about your guitar. Okay. Fair enough. How about this? It has to be one of these. What is it, Apollo? That device that was found in your guitar. Take a look at this. Wow, that looks like the same thing. What is it? It's an igniter. Another one? It was at the crime scene, in Lemire's dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually. At the scene of the crime? What could that mean, I wonder? I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about. Oh. Thanks for dropping by, here, Forehead. Yeah, thanks. Wow, you gave me so much information. That igniter, for instance. Oh, that. I never met an attorney so forthcoming with prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive, hmm? Guess I could have hit it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. Well, I mean, we both, honestly, both of us are kind of fucking very confused about this case. Actually, all three of us. These two are confused. I'm confused. We're just confusion. So we're just trying to help each other out, pretty much. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information about the strange lump of plastic, the one that Miss O'Trust was investigating. Hey, that's right. I've been thinking. Here, Forehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives, all of us. Not all of them simple. Especially not the ones where people are killing to song lyrics. That's why I try to at least remain simple inside. And then I keep a simple goal, discover the truth. That is a good motto as a type of lawyer, prosecutor, defense attorney, whatever. That's why I keep relations civil, yeah? That is all. I can live with that. Mr. Prosecutor? Yeah? Can I ask you why you sing in a band? Oh, because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street. Oh, the skinny jeans. That's pretty simple, too. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time, perhaps. I do want that chair. Like, I like my couch. I want that chair, though. I like recliners. We've examined everything. Oh, everything has changed. Stanley Big Speaker. Oh, look. All the CDs are Gavin CDs. Dots. Why sudden silence, Juicy? Oh, I'm sorry. It's nothing really. was just wondering, wouldn't it be cool if that replica just happened to vanish? Ah, the young musician is at work again. Though a simple disappearance would kind of like a punch. What if it hatched into a dove? Or a person dressed like a dove? There she goes. That would be a very small person. I mean, that would be a very small dove, too. Also, if this is the replica, that is not an inch and a half. Maybe diameter. I don't know. Like, why? Yeah. The charred remains of what was once a fine guitar. I think Gavin got it as a present from Amira, and had shipped back from Virginia in a vacuum-sealed case. Kind of sad how it ended up. Not to mention there was an igniter placed inside the sound hole. I wish I knew why. The name sound hole is actually killing me. These guitars are vintage models, probably pretty expensive too. They're even tightly under lock and key. Aren't you good at picking locks? Apollo! You don't want me to. I mean, I'll do it. Well, I kind of like the cherry one. Cherry one. I'm kidding. Oh, that's too bad. Sorry, my little thief in the making. Maybe next time. What a cool chair. It is pretty dope. I'm gonna sit in it now while no one's looking. Wow. So this is what it feels like to be a star. Who would have thought a chair could bring so much joy into someone's life? Are you kidding me? You know how much back pain I've lived through in my life? A good chair is actually a godsend. Like, god damn it. I can't imagine sitting here strumming my guitar. I can't imagine sitting here strumming my guitar. Oh, it's you here, Forehead? Sorry, I was busy. Woo! You know, that was a remarkably good imitation. Teehee. Maybe I'll make this part of my Wonder Bar repertoire. He left the TV on. Think we should turn it off for him? Nah, wouldn't want to make him angry or lower his electric bill. Okay, if you say so. It's kind of a waste of electricity. You just want to play with the TV. I know you. How'd you know? It's just, I've never seen a TV this big before. I hate to break it to you, but it's actually a monitor. It doesn't play TV shows. It can if you hook it up right. What? You mean no soap operas? No Saturday morning cartoons? Nope. Oh, they still have those. I don't know why. My brain was like, oh, I wonder if they still have Saturday morning cartoons. No, yeah, they do. Of course they do. Why would they get rid of that? They show cartoons throughout the day. They have channels for cartoons. Hence, at some point, there'll be a cartoon on Saturday morning. God damn it. I had no idea. There. You'll get over it. Or you could just, I don't know, hook it up right. I mean, it's really, for a monitor to hook up to like a cable box, you need special stuff. You probably can't really. But if you have the internet, there you go. And then again, this is what? When did Apollo just come out? Probably wasn't that big of a thing back in that day. What floor are we on again? The view is incredible. Wow, the people look like little rice grains. They're ants, Trucy. Hey, that one with the blonde hair. Do you think that's Mr. Gavin? He's a little too small to see. Oh, and look at the one next to him with the big black poof of hair pointing towards straight up. Or straight ahead. Oh, that's Darian. All right. Stupid hair. All right, so let us come back to the Write Anything Agency. Because apparently, there's new stuff. There are several books, mixed with legal. This seems the same. I dusted them recently. Nothing like a gleam of a clean book. Well, how about some tea? Here we go. Thanks. That's nice. But this is not the time to be drinking tea. Oh, that's right. We have to begin investigating. It's always time to be drinking tea. That was a close call. You must relax. Mr. Charlie, the potted plant. Huh. His leaves are looking a little brown. Good morning, Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie, your leaves! Maybe you weren't giving enough water? No, it must be stress. He's worried about the new recruit in the office. Hey, don't blame it on me. You are watering him, right? It was Daddy's turn to water him this week. Mr. Wright has been away on his top secret mission, no? I'm sorry, Mr. Charlie. This is all my fault. I'll water you soon, I promise. Why don't you just water him now? Strange split box leers at me from the wall. No matter how many times I see that thing, it still strikes me as odd. Really? I guess I got used to it after growing up with it always around the house. What kind of home did you grow up in? A broken home. I'd hide in there when we played hide and seek. You just get in, slide the sections around, and you're impossible to find. I bet you would be. Top hat? It's one of those hats you pull things out of, right? Of course, my hats are like a little universe. Bigger on the inside than on the outside. Huh, that reminds me of a sci-fi show I used to watch. Incidentally, my pocket is a little universe too. And my panties... I get the idea. Don't tell people that. How is your magic coming along? Well, I've been working on a cup and balls routine. And that is one where the ball moves from under one cup to the other? That's right. Sorry, you broke my brain for a second. The very same. Here, watch. First, I put one of the cups over the ball. Then I snap my fingers. Ta-da! The ball's under the other cup. It's not there. Watch me pull something out of my panties. Nice try. Guess I know that I'll be doing tonight. Practicing. You can be my audience, Apollo. Ugh. So this photo is of your father, Trucy. Someday I'll be as good a musician as Zach Gamery. Well, you'll see. No wonder she's so devoted to her art. You should have seen him on the stage, Apollo. He made things disappear left and right. Poof, poof, poof. Then himself. He was weird. Until he... Oh my god. Until he made himself disappear. Cool, huh? Yeah. Is that how he really happened? So is he not dead? He just kind of went to the store for cigarettes and milk and never came back? You know, that ring kind of gets in the way. Our client the other day tripped over and fell on the floor. Sending my ring along at the door. You know how long it took me to find it? You know how long it took for me to look, took it to calm down the client? And in the end, they walked out without hiring us. Could you clean up a bit? But don't you think the props give the office a festive, fun-filled mood? I'm not sure law offices have to be festive and fun-filled. Apollo, this is the right anything agency. As CEO, I want an office to say we know how to have fun. Because it is our office, isn't it? I guess. I've seen some restaurants that set out real food to show what's on the menu. I have too, but I noticed something strange. One time there was a sandwich without any lettuce. Like it had disappeared by magic. I'm sure someone just swiped the lettuce and ate it. Wait, that sandwich. You didn't. Apollo, you shouldn't eat sample food no matter how hungry you are. Just how hard up do you think I am? I mean, you mean like plastic food samples? Yeah, don't eat that shit. They will kill you. Do you mean like food samples from like a store? No, that's what they're there for. Though to be fair, I haven't actually partaken in those free samples at grocery stores. I don't know, when I go food shopping or shopping in general for anything, like I kind of like, I don't know, zone out and I just try to finish what I'm trying to do, right? Like, just beeline it for what I need, then get the fuck out, try not to interact with anyone, because I'm so social. Not sure about that. Sorry, I was ripping up the dance floor at the time of the shooting, rather, after all. What do you mean? Alright, you said Lemira might have something to talk about with the thingy-mabob? Oh, it's you. You came at a good time. Hello there, Emma. What's up? Either you know where Lemira is? Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago. Yeah, that's strange. What's strange? I can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office. Lemira's missing? It's hard to imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own. Being that she's blind and all. Yeah, we'll help you look for her. Great, thanks. Okay, that's... I hope this isn't going to turn into Danganronpa in a second, where we walk in on another dead body. This place is deserted. I wonder where Lemira went off to. I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seems resourceful. I guess, but I can't help worry about her a little. I mean, so here's the thing. Blind people can get around on their own with, you know, either a walking stick, seeing eye dog. Even without it, it just kind of takes a lot of effort. And you need to know where you're at. She's in a new area, right? That's not good. Like, being blind without any assistance anywhere in a completely new area is, as someone who is not blind, I can't even imagine how fucking hard that would be. Man, you know, out of all, I think eyesight would definitely be something I would not want to lose, right? Out of like all the senses that I could possibly lose. That would suck. Yeah, that would just be awful. I know I would adjust to it eventually, but yeah, definitely like eyesight and hearing is something like I would not want to lose. I would probably rather get hearing taken away. I definitely would rather get hearing taken away than sight. That would still suck. Like, if you want to take anything from me, I don't know. I guess the least impactful thing. Actually, no, I guess I could just use a face cam. I was going to say my voice. If I lost my voice, I could still do pretty much everything. I may just put up a face cam for the video so you get my reactions there. I wouldn't be able to do the voices anymore. Not that I'm super really amazing at that either. But hey, at least people wouldn't know how illiterate I am. Huh, the stage is pitch black. The power breaker must be off for this section. Great. I'll go get someone. Yipes! It really was dark out there. Dark. That's all the mirror has when you think about it. What would it be like to live in a world of darkness? Hey, Apollo? Huh, what? Does something about the stage seem different to you? Like something's changed? Changed. Oh, the guitar case is closed? Can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me. Now it's bugging me too. What's she talking about? It's gotta be this, right? There's something shoved in there. Oh, fuck, Lemire's in there. No! Is she actually dead? That kind of sucks. Still can't believe we found Machi and Mr. Detroit up on the tower. Yeah, I used not to like high places. This is exactly the same as it was before. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the fact that he's afraid of heights and he still took you on a Ferris wheel, it's good parenting. What do you think that thing was doing in there? Doing things with that pianos can't be good for them. Not to mention you wouldn't be able to play whatever notes you go with the strings. With the strings it was on. But the piano was fine during the concert. That must mean it was thrown in there after Machi played. You know, so maybe someone threw it in after the second set. Okay. Look at the electronics. They must be sound related. Didn't seeing a bunch of machines like this make you want to just fiddle with them? Can I, Apollo, please? No fiddling. I'll break something. If you're gonna make it an omelet, you gotta break a few eggs. That's what Daddy's always saying. Oh yeah, okay. Definitely feel like we've had that one before. Step ladder, what are you doing? That's not a step ladder, Chronos, I know. That ladder was, we used to climb up the stage tower. Not a moment I'm likely to forget anytime soon. Me neither. I'll never even climb another tower again without thinking about it, you know? I'll never be able to climb a tower again, period. Alright, I guess this is it. Hey, that cave! Was that open before? Huh, I guess someone closed it. Wait, look! Where the case closes! Something's sticking out. Doesn't look like an instrument. You don't think it's... Let's open it, Apollo! Eek! Lemira! Emma! We have to get Emma! Well, one of you has to get Emma, one of you has to stay here. Lemira was taken directly to the hospital. Emma ran around barking orders, making phone calls. Trucy just clung to my arm and cried. And me, I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many. Emma, how's Lemira? Is she okay? We owe you a big thanks for sure, that's for sure. So, she's okay? Yes, she came to a short while ago. You found her before it was too late. That's good to hear. So what happened? Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead. By who? We don't know. They hit her on the forehead, right? That's right in front of her. How could she not see? Oh. Right. Would you like to see her now? Is that alright? She wants to thank you for saving her life. Well, hey, at least it wasn't a dead body. Oh, hi, you're not in the bed? Okay. Lemira. Mr. Attorney, you were the one that found me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me, what happened? Okay, so, we can examine, I guess. Hello, man on crutches. I must be a recovering patient. He keeps staring at us. What's so unusual about an attorney and a magician? It does sound like the start of a joke. The door down the hall reads X-ray room. I never did like X-rays. I don't think I'd enjoyed looking at someone's insides. Spotting nervous habits is intense enough. I mean, I don't mind X-ray. I don't mind anything really when it comes to like hospital stuff. When I was a kid, definitely didn't like the idea of like surgeries. I still don't like the idea of surgeries, but like if it's necessary, it's necessary, right? Some visitors here are in the waiting room watching TV. Murder during a concert at Sundown Coliseum. Huh, looks like we're on the news. With his current hit song, Guilty Love is in the courtroom as prosecutor, singing the defendant all the way to death row. Prosecutor Gavin, this, that. Where's my 15 minutes of fame? Got a serenade on sale now. That is a good question. What is the question, Chronos? Youngest person death penalty. I guess we can just look it up in the USA. It was 14 years old. Huh. When was that? 1944. Jesus Christ, he's just a baby. Later vacated as an unfair trial. Ugh. That is unfortunate. That's wrongly executed. Holy shit. That sucks. This dude is just a fucking baby. Wow. Okay. Well, that was fucking depressing. Maybe next time I just look up the age and don't read the story. Nurse watches hawk-like from the reception desk. She glares at me whenever I talk. Maybe my voice carries. Alright, Lemira. Attacked! It was after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room. I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone coming to see me, but they said nothing. When I went to return to my dressing room... You were hit? I knew that very moment. I knew the assailant was trying to kill me. No! I mean, didn't do a good job. Didn't finish the job. As lucky for me, the first blow did not knock me out. I turned and ran for the stage. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps. Oh. I reached the stage first when Why the stage? I'd overheard maintenance people talking. The power into the stage area was off, they said, for electrical work. Ah! Darkness is my ally. I was born in it. Raised in it. You merely adopted it. There was a contrabass case near the stage. That's where I hid. So the assailant couldn't see you? Once in the case, I'm afraid I passed out. Wow, that sounds like a really close call. The assailant. Do you have any idea who it might have been? Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word. Too bad. Yeah, when I consider that I was struck high on the forehead, I must conclude that whoever hit me was taller than I am. Good point. She's sharp. And you're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo. So that means it was likely an adult, probably a man. Could it be him? But why would anyone attack you, Lemira? The detective asked me this too, and to her I gave the same answer to you. I do not know. Alright. right. Hey. Burnt guitar? Sorry, I'm not quite recovered from the attack. It looks like she's had a rough day. I'll just put this piece of evidence away for later. Even this? Lemire, I wanted to ask you about this. Do you know what this is? This is what? Mr. Royce was carrying it. It's a replica of a thing he was after. He was after? You know, in his secret identity. He's an undercover agent. So that's what he was doing. You mean you know what? Yes, I know, of course. This must be a Borginian cocoon. Oh, it isn't an insect egg. Or rather, a convincing replica thereof. Why haven't I heard of a Borginian cocoon before? Why would he be carrying it around? Was it some kind of souvenir? I wonder. Okay. Just double checking. We already showed her the other stuff. Talk. The cocoon! Jade cocoon! Well, they call it Borginian. It must only be found in Borginia. For certain, all in Borginian know of these. It's a cocoon, so do you get silk from it? I do not know the details, I'm sorry to say. I thought she said all in Borginian knew of these. There's one fact I do know about the cocoon, though. Something all in Borginia know. What is it? The cocoons, they are not to be taken out of the country. If someone does, it is caught, they will be put to death. To death? The smuggling of these is punishment. Wow. I mean, I guess there are things that are smuggled in reality that can get you put to death. But still, why? I do not know. Yet, if Interpol was involved, I'm sure there is a good reason. But this is just a piece of plastic. He was carrying a replica, but looking for the real deal. That's my best guess. So, that's what he was up to? Tracking down Borginian's cocoon smuggling. Smuggling! Huh. Seems I was marked. Marked? Life changed for me with the popularity of my songs. I began to travel around the world. Ah, so you could have brought those Borginian cocoons with you. On my trips, yes. That was probably the suspicion. The Mr. Choice was placed as an undercover agent to look into it. Borginia is a small, sheltered country. Not many people venture into the world outside. Is that why they suspected you? But Mr. Choice wasn't a Borginian, was he? He was an Interpol agent, which means... What, Apollo? There must be some reason why Borginia doesn't want those cocoons getting out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved. Huh? Like what? How could just a tiny ball of thread cause such a commotion? Oh. Are they like hallucinogen or something like that? Like, is it drug related, I would imagine? Like, if it's a cocoon of an insect, I mean, you get like silk out of it, but if it's like a venomous insect, maybe you ingest it or something like a drug and it just gets you high. Cocoon smuggling. And Miss LaTroyce had Lemire marked, huh? It couldn't be her. Huh? There was one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lemire. It was the least I could do. Actually, I have another request. If it's within my power, I need an interpreter, someone who speaks Borginian. Apollo? Would you come with us if you're well enough? I see. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you. Huh? Where are we going? Come on, Trucy. We're about to get to the bottom of this. Machi, we came to talk to you about the case. Machi. Could you interpret for us, Mira? Yes. Machi, I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. When we still thought you were blind. Now we know the truth. You can see, right? I was completely fooled with myself. Machi, isn't there another secret you're hiding from us? Wait, Mr. Attorney. Does he speak English? What do you mean by secret? Because he definitely responded to what we were saying. What do I mean by secret? I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you? Hey, you got a reaction! A big one! Machi, you didn't. Tracy and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we would have needed any training to see this one. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure, like, he is as clear as crystal here with his reaction. Mr. Attorney, please tell me what this is all about. Mirror, please interpret. Very well. I know you know something about this by your reaction. And if you won't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution and have them look into it. He asked you to wait. Do not be so hasty. Do you know everything? Yes, everything. Well, sort of. Have him tell us about it! Very well. Alright, you know what? We'll talk to him next time about this Cocoon. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.